Your Majesty, the Sultan of Brunei Darussalam, Her Majesty, Her Royal Highness, Excellencies, Highnesses, distinguished guests. It is our honor and pleasure to have His Majesty the Sultan of Brunei once again on a state visit to the Philippines. And we also welcome Her Majesty and Her Royal Highness on their first visit to our country. We are honored that His Majesty's first state visit on this year of the National Silver Jubilee of Brunei Darussalam is to the Philippines. His Majesty is a good friend for peace in the Philippines and a good brother for ASEAN. Brunei has shown unwavering commitment to our efforts to realize lasting peace, stability, and progress in Mindanao. The Brunei contingent to the International Monitoring Team has been with us since 2004. They continue to carry out their mission admirably, including civic work to help our brothers and sisters in Mindanao. His Majesty has been providing scholarships for Filipino madrasa teachers and school administrators. This is important for us so that Orthodox moderate Islam will be the norm in our madrasas rather than the twisted radical Islam which breeds religious conflict. This year, we are looking forward to the completion of the Grand Mosque in Cotabato City donated by His Majesty. In Brunei, His Majesty has been a benevolent and gracious host to some 22,000 Filipinos and their dependents. And this morning, he agreed to commute the death sentence of a Filipino named Edgar Puson. Thank you very much, Your Majesty. His Majesty and I will see each other again in Thailand later this month at the ASEAN Summit. We will be joining other leaders of the region to discuss national, regional, and global issues that are of importance in these critical times. Part of the solution to the current global economic crisis lies in expanded regional cooperation. In that regard, we have been working within ASEAN and with ASEAN's dialogue partners, China, Japan, and the Republic of Korea, to enhance cooperation and coordination in our region. This includes efforts on financial surveillance and economic monitoring, and to address credit tightening. Among the efforts is a short-term funding arrangement proposed by the Philippines that would help countries with liquidity challenges, and we are very grateful for His Majesty for his enthusiastic support of our proposal. In this global economic crisis, we are not only talking macroeconomics, there are people's lives at stake. In looking for a solution, the first thing we must do is to make sure that we don't inflict more damage or neglect the hardships of those most hurt by the global downturn. We thank Brunei for helping the poor in Mindanao through the lean global times, with its role in seeking peace, which is a prerequisite for progress, and by making the Brunei market more accessible through the development of halal trade and transportation linkages. The Brunei market will help the Mindanao component of our administration's economic stimulus program. In this program, we have allocated funds for such priority areas as job creation and poverty reduction, agribusiness and rural development, infrastructure spending, microeconomic reform, hunger mitigation, and social development. We are able to fund them because we took our economic medicine years ago through fundamental economic reform that included raising taxes. In the spirit of gratitude for Brunei's commitment to our peace process and encouragement to our economic aspirations, we welcome His Majesty's proposal for cooperation in agriculture, especially rice production. We wish His Majesty, Her Majesty, Her Royal Highness all the best and all the success in the future. We wish Brunei Darussalam continued prosperity and progress in the next 25 years and beyond. Happy Silver Jubilee of your independent state and mabuhay. Thank you.